There's a mesmerizing quality to staring off at the horizon. Colors interact where the sky meets land or water. Local artist Meredith Malwitz reflects on the horizons she sees in the Finger Lakes. Take a look.
When I paint, I really try hard to keep the composition really simple. This series of work is really based on the simple, unassuming beauty of a large, open, expansive sky and a horizon line in the changing mood of the day. I'm finally willing to admit that I am a landscape painter because I started this series about 10 years ago. Just kind of, I saw something and it inspired me and I wanted to paint it and I loved it and it just, built upon itself. When I first started, it was more about, I want to try to recreate a landscape. And I think that was just me learning how to paint. You just go through the proper processes to learn. And then it just became, it became deeper. It became more emotional to me and more about how was I feeling, about the time and the place that I saw that inspired me and not so much about the recreation of that actual place. I am only working in acrylic paints. I used to be primarily an oil painter and I decided to make that change just for health reasons. And I do a lot of installation work, but just specifically for this series, it's all about acrylic paints. I work in very diluted, soft layers of paint. I almost treat the acrylic paint like watercolor, and I basically wet the canvas down and just start applying the paint. I really want to slowly build up that canvas and slowly build up the layers of paint so that ultimately you can kind of feel and see all the layers beneath in certain areas, because I feel like that's ultimately what gives the glow and what gives the feeling to my work. I always knew I wanted to be an artist. I grew up with really creative parents and they always pushed the creative field. I went to art school. My mission and my passion when I was in college was that I wanted to travel as much as possible. I wanted to study art and I wanted to learn about different cultures. I did that. I traveled. And then I graduated college and spent 6 months traveling the coast of Mexico. And 6 months into that, I realized that I really missed the Finger Lakes. I missed home. I missed the landscape. I missed the peacefulness and the quiet and the stillness of this area. The Finger Lakes region is really beautiful, and I feel like I'm constantly having my breath taken away by the beauty of the area. When I see a landscape that I love, it can be all about the sky. It can be all about, it's really all about the whole sensory experience. I don't want to recreate the landscape. I want to recreate that feeling. I'm always actually reluctant to tell people too much about my work because I want people to form their own opinion, and I don't want my reasoning and my inspiration to, somehow change the way that they're feeling.
To see more of Meredith's work, visit her website at meredithmalwitz.com.